Alright, welcome back to PreciseAlgorithmTrading.com. It is Tuesday, August 15th, 2023, and let's look at the markets. So, yeah, we'll start with the S&P 500. We got a head fake yesterday, and I wish I would have stuck with my SQQQ position, but I got out to basically keep my profit that I had. And today we got a bigger move up. So, it is what it is. You can't necessarily pick these things. SPXU was the other one. You know, you can't pick these things on the nose, but I did want to keep the profit after basically, we had a relatively big give back day and two days in a row. So I kept the profit that I had, and that's really the most important. It's protect your capital and collect profit. To me, doesn't matter what you make. It only matters what you keep. That's something I've learned along the way by different mentors. And is this market done? Um, Going down? I don't think so. I think we got another day or two. Um, I thought we were seeing the bottom, but now this thing, the true Momo indicator is coming down, and um, it looks like it wants to complete the cycle here. I did want to pull up this. So this is the SPX, and we're at the two average true ranges. Basically, we've gone from three high to two low now, and we can get down to this third one with really no big deal. It happens. You can see it happen back here. That's typically where we're going to see a reversal, if not sooner. If this isn't a giant deal, then we could see this thing bounce from around this area. I also wanted to pull up. I think I can do this. This chart that we were looking at yesterday, and we had turned green momentarily, and you can see it was really momentarily on the 1 hour chart, and then we rolled back over to red, and I said that was a possibility, and we sure did. So um, yeah, it happens. Let's look at oil, because it's another market that's, I hope it cooperates. It was cooperating a second ago when I was offline. Okay, there we go. Um, this is one that could be another head fake. So it's starting to turn up green on the 15-minute chart, still red on the other charts. I don't think this one's over to the downside yet. So, um, and you can see here we're lower. We're sitting on the basically at the mean, and I'm just gonna prognosticate. Not that you have to do that here, because we really give you the way in and out of signals, but I think this thing's gonna still get down into an area and give us a nice reversal signal at some point here on the hourly chart, and that'll give us a point to potentially get in. And again, if it flips, then you just got to get back out again. So, and then I also wanted to show, as far as the global or the overall markets, this one. Um, Yesterday we were showing that it was getting down into that 200 level for the McClellan oscillators. Now the Nasdaq McClellan oscillator is well below the 200, and you can see when it got well below back here, that was a nice reversal. So maybe we got a little ways to go before we get a reversal. We will see. So let's go back to the SPX because it's easy. The RSI2 right here is a number, I pointed it out. I don't remember, a few of these recordings ago, but the actual RSI2 trading system is simple. You take an RSI and you put it on 2 instead of the typical like 20 periods or whatever it comes in at. Um, And once you get below 2, it's a buy with no stop. It's as soon as you get below 2, you buy something, and you can of course wait till it gets to like to 1.5 or something. But and then you get out when it actually when the indicator goes back up to 70, and you either take your win or your loss. And I have not done all the back testing on that, but that's just one I learned a long time ago. So I've got it on here just to know when we're like extremely overbought or oversold. Um, and oversold is the real one when it's under 2. So extremely overbought would be, my opinion, over 95. So we're on the SPX here. We're just at 19.56. If I flip up to the futures chart, then we're at 24.95, and that's showing a little bit of tomorrow's action. And on the hourly chart, we are starting to really see where the true Momo indicator is getting deeper. So, I'm expecting at some point here to get a nice bounce, and here's another indication or way to potentially look at that. Um, I can just literally go pick. This is the way I draw these anyway. Um, the last time we had a nice top on a candle on the hourly, and go put it to the time when you got another nice top on a candle, which is I think there, and then extend that. And then literally like watch for the break of that to the upside. That makes it ugly if you're putting it across your charts like this. And it also works. I can literally let's go kill that just for fun. Remove. We can zoom in here, and we can look at it on a daily basis. And I can go grab that nice top right there where we had a nice close without a negative candle, and put it on the next time we had a nice close. Yeah, it's the wrong drawing tool. Go up here. Pick the line tool. My bad. Click there. Stick it to that one. We've already broken that one to the upside for what it's worth. Extend to the right. And then grab the last one and attach it to that one. And extend that one to the right. Eventually, we're going to get a breach to the upside, and it's going to be another potential reversal. And you can right click that and say create alert withdrawing, and then you can say crosses above, and you can get that alert. Now I got it on the ES, the futures. So if it happens overnight, you have to have your overnight alerts on, and I don't, so I won't get it. But you can do the same thing with the SPX. And pick the last move there, attach it to there, extend it, make an alert to get above it. What am I doing? Make an alert to get above it, and create. So when that thing crosses that line to the upside, I'm gonna be looking at my indicators and making sure that I'm green and I can go. And we're also going to be comparing that to the bullish percent indexes and everything else we do. Here's the industrials. If you notice, they're holding up better than the SPXs. This is not as deep of a pullback. That's another indication that things aren't too terrible. And we're breaching the gold Harvard line, and it's longer term. It's the stop below the light blue Harvard line. What's that look like on the SPX? We're nowhere near it. The gold Harvard line's way down here. And the Russell, down 1.29%. Yeah, we got to start seeing some kind of capitulation here. Here's the RSI2. It's at 2.2. So this one, since the Russell, typically moves the first in either direction, this could be our canary in the coal mine to watch for when it gets under 2, that it's about time to be thinking about reversing, even if it's only short term. The NASDAQ, it's also RSI 27.79. So nothing really to write home about there, although we are almost on the weekly chart down to this lavender line, and that's a 15 period moving average. So it's also worth noting, in the meantime, while you're doing this stuff, there are some trades that are holding up nicely or putting in new signals, and it looks like everybody's Tinder account is holding up just fine. Oracle, it's in here for a bounce and potentially getting back at least up here to this 127 line. So, okay, that's that. Let's flip over to stockcharts.com. I'm sure the bullish percent indexes are taking a bit of a beating. The industrials minus 4.55%. The NYA tacked on a new O today, minus 2.34%. The transports minus 5.88%. The NASDAQ minus 1.66%. The SPX tacked on 2 new red O's today, minus 3.63%. The OEX minus 4.55%. And the NDX unchanged, so that's interesting. So we'll start to see strength typically in the NDX and the OEX before we start seeing it in the other bullish percent indexes, and it can be a heads up that the markets are thinking about turning either direction for what it's worth. And then finally, our automatic trading systems. Really, last day or so, the YM has been going sideways. That's encouraging with a little up there. The Russell put in just the one little trade today that's a positive, and the NASDAQ sold off the last few trades. So, but again, we're not very far here from new all-time highs. So that can happen for what it's worth. I mean, this series of trades happened within a few days of each other. So, I mean, I don't have the dates on here because I pulled these things down without pulling those dates, but literally we can get a nice pop like this within a few days, and that would get us back to the upside. All right, with that, I'll leave you guys for the evening, and we will catch you again tomorrow night.